Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Pete Alonso, the league's current home run leader, will look to add a long ball or two to his total next. Zach Eflin will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
So here's Brandon Nimmo, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Brandon Nimmo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday. Finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
The 1-2.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Nimmo gets his lead at first, nobody out. Outside in a full count, 3-2. Jeff McNeil is on deck. Runner goes for second. Lined into right, a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. Nimmo blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The relay. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on him. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. So here's Jeff McNeil. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it, and that's the third out. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. It's the Mets 0. Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the third baseman, Gene.
Here's the pitch.
Segura.
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Batting second, no left fielder.
Now batting, Andrew McCutcheon. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. The pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, and this is still a nothing. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He was an offensive force in the first half and currently sits atop the league's home run leaderboard.
Yeah, Matty, he got off to such a hot start. He was able to relax and just be himself, and he has been absolutely killing the baseball.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball, action side. Nope. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So digging in now, Michael Conforto. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Conforto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
To second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. Now to the plate, the Mets DH, J.D. Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Harper, and that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Big swing right there. Give himself a little bit of breathing room, let his pitcher go to work. Now they're up 2.
Batting 7, the catcher.
Stepping in now, Zach Collins. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. A dozen home runs and 28 RBIs. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Quinn is right there, and that's out number 2.
Batting in, the center fielder, number 16, Jake.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Soft liner to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 New York. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that tape.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Rhys Hoskins becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting 6.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Didi Gregorius will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Jed Lowry now. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Grounded to the right. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No balls and a strike to count. A runner at first with no outs here. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Now at the plate, Robinson Cano.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Cano connects as this is to deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run shot here for Robinson Cano. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the yard.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Swing and a liner, but the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
0-1 the count. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2 out with the man at first. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. As a look, now the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Now that
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Harper coming on. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
In the air out to straightaway left. McCutchen is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third.
We're back as the Phillies lineup readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Up next will be Nick Williams. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Smoke toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Kingery.
So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Batting 9.
Coming to the plate now, Roman Quinn. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Looped out towards short, but there to take it in is a well-positioned Lowry, and the inning is start of the 4th upcoming. But first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Zach Collins.
The catcher.
First offering on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Quinn is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next to the Mets.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is the center fielder, still ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here by Jake Marisnick, number 13 for him on the year, and the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
So striding forward now, Jed Lowry, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Count is 2-1.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Jed Lowry, number 14 on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, Dero, what do you make of all this?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now, because 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Ball one. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Now the 1-1 pitch.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Still only 1 out in the inning. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. Ready for another shot now. Robinson Cano. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Cano's around first, on his way for second now. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lifted down the line in left. After it is McCutchen. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The tag, and he's out going for second. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4. And that'll bring up Gene Segura back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Segura is retired, and there's 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
At the plate, Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No, that's low.
The 1-0. Hard ground ball to third. And the Phillies are into the hit column. So he'll reach base with 1 out here in the 4th. And with that, let's check out the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Harper has done the job, and the fans have rewarded him as he got to represent his league over the All-Star break.
Anytime you can change the scoreboard with 1 swing at a bat, and this guy can certainly do that, the fans are going to act accordingly. Very deserved that the fans would vote him into the All-Star game.
And he lays off the pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at that deficit.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. We're through 4. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Line drive base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Michael Conforto is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Nobody out, runner on first. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Harper at the track, the wall. And this one is gone, a home run. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Number 28 on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. David Robertson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. J.D. Davis the next to bat. In the air now out to right field. Harper has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Next for the Mets, Zach Collins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Slider laid off for a ball.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. 3 runs already home here. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Jed Lowry, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brandon Nimmo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the stretch.
3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4. Ready once again, Robinson Cano, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. First delivery to him on the way.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. And the second run will score as well.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
Tommy Hunter gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Jeff McNeil, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Hunter, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had no.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Mets lead it 12. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Scott Kingery.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Kingery. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on. At the plate, Roman Quinn hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Back up the middle. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate.
Hot shot to first base and a great play to end the inning. Phillies leave a new inning set to get underway, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Pete Alonso. Here comes the first pitch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Ready to take his hacks again, Michael Conforto, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. His 2nd home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Up next to the Mets, the designated hitter,
At the plate, J.D. Davis, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Zach Collins waits on deck. Hard on the ground towards short, taken in by Gregorius. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
the catcher.
Digging in once again, Zach Collins. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Popped him up. Real Muto will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Andrew McCutchen.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Hit back up the middle, and Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently second best on this Philly ball club in that department. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. Nimmo is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Ready now, Reese Hoskins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably get that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Hit out towards second. There's Cano to Lowry at the bag. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Phillies go down quietly there, and as you can see, they are way behind. 7th inning ready to roll, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jake Marisnick. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Nope,
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Two and 1.
Slide, ball 2.
Weak roller right side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Skied into very shallow right. Harper has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 6.
Next up for New York, Jeff McNeil. He got under one and popped out his last time up. From the stretch.
That's a ball.
2 out with the man at first. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Harper, still going back. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as the blowout continues. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V. You know what, D-Roll, there's an old saying, when the temperatures start to heat up, so do the bats, and that's what we saw in this one.
Yeah, Dan, without question, when the weather heats up, there's nothing better than putting on a uni and getting after it. Maybe you got a little 5 o'clock shadow work and haven't shaved in a couple days, and you're trying to go bridge. And that's exactly what these teams did today. Weather was warm, they were letting it go.
Adam Morgan enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. To 2-2 now.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. His pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Here now the 2-2.
The count is full. 3-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he fouls this one off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The next 3-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the. Striding into the box, JT Realmuto. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Justin Wilson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. He's set, and the pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
Got him to go down swinging there. Didi Gregorius becomes out number 2 this inning. In there, strike 1. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up. Michael Conforto will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First delivery to him on the way. The 0-1 on its way. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Standing in, J.D. Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 1-0 home. High in the air out to center field. Quinn is right there, 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, Zach.
Digging in, Zach Collins. He went deep back in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on first with 1 down. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. Oh, and he botches it.
Now batter.
So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. At the plate now, Jed Lowry. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the second run will score as well.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And And in steps Scott Kingery. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball called strike, 1-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. And he makes the throw to first. Quinn is retired, 2 down now.
Third baseman number 2, Gene.
Into the box now, Gene Segura. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order, and they remain well behind. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Robinson Cano. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Kingery onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Jeff McNeil. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Hector Neris comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 50.
So here's Pete Alonso as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. That's by him for strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Ball 2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Settling in now, Michael Conforto. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. This pitch is popped up. Kingery moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Here's Andrew McCutcheon now, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
18-1 the final today. New York combined to hit 8 home runs in Rats of the Wind. Steven Gonsalves gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Zach Eflin permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Justin Wilson takes the rare 3-inning save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Braves hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 9-6. The Dodgers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-1. The Colorado Rockies snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took down the Nationals in Washington 2-0. Madison Bumgarner grabbed win number 9 this year, helping the Diamondbacks get by the Phillies 2-0. Lane Thomas was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Cardinals took care of the Brewers 6-4. Will Myers smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Padres beat the Pirates 3-0. The Chicago Cubs held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-1. It was their 7th win in a row. The Boston Red Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Orioles 7-6. Lucas Giolito got the win, number 7 thus far, leading the White Sox to victory against Detroit 3-0. The Angels put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 10-9. Yordan Alvarez doubled down on home runs while driving in 3 as the Astros downed Oakland 4-3. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. That's the show for today. Tune in tomorrow for all the latest news and rumors as the trade deadline approaches.